Canvas, what tools would it contain for you to paint your perfect canvas? So let's take a look. Hi guys, welcome back to RealPlayerSG, where we unbox, review and show you how these games are played. So today we have Canvas, so this is the deluxe edition, as you can see over here. So basically this is also one of the games that I've backed back in, I think last year or early last year. So basically yeah, I backed this on Kickstarter, and this is not the game that was on during the Kickstarter campaign. In fact, it was the I have it right here. So this is the Canvas Reflections. So again, I want to showcase anything much about this. I'll do that in another video. So but either way, the Kickstarter was for this Canvas Reflections. So then back then I've heard about this game, but I've not really I don't think I saw the Canvas base game anywhere lying around. So I figured out the campaign was a good idea or a good timing for me to jump into this game. So so that's how I got this Canvas, the base game. So this should be a pretty interesting art theme kind of game, where you are trying to collect different sort of portions of a different artwork, and then followed by combining them into like layers upon layers over each other into a sleeve. So then you also, through that process, you will create your basically your artwork and your scoring methods, as well as the name for your artwork. So this is a pretty thick box. Okay, I'll show you that later. But either way, this game this is not been printed on this, so I probably can't keep this shrink wrap as well. So basically there's no title on this game box, and I will tell you why later. And basically, so this is a 1 to 5 player game, plays for ages 14 and up, and about 30 minutes. So you can see this is the back of the box. So this is the one that they are showcasing. So these are the different transparent cards that you slot into a sort of background into this sleeve. So this is Dice Tower Proof of Excellence, which is always a good sign. So it's published by R2i Games. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting concept. Of course, designed by Lan Xuan. Yeah, sorry, I can't pronounce the name very well. But yeah, so basically it should be a pretty light game. So that's good. And yeah, hopefully not overly light that it kind of get boring. So yeah, again, I don't really play the, what do you call that, the tabletop simulator, because I don't have a computer that's fast enough to play it, strangely. But okay, so yeah, I don't really play it before I buy the game. So you guys let me know if you do play or sample kind of the game on tabletop simulator then before you buy the game. So do let me know. So enough talking, I'm going to open this. So I'm not going to use the pen knife, so I'm just going to tear it open. So you can see the canvas is actually on the plastic. Okay, sorry if there was any background noise, because I just realized I have my fan on. Yeah, it's pretty hot here. So once again, this is the box, and this is a slide up sleeve kind of box. And then I'm gonna show you guys this little hole here. So I'm not sure if you can see it very well. Let me see. So there's like a double layer kind of thing here. So what this is that it's trying to let you hang it, hanging on the wall. So I'll take out the contents first, so I can show you guys better. Oh, it's not actually double layer. Oh, very nice. So yeah, it's actually an empty box, and you're supposed to be able to hang this thing on the wall, kind of like using this hole. Yeah, so this becomes a canvas on your wall. So that's pretty cool. And actually, to be honest, our is really not too bad. It's quite nice. But yeah, just not too sure how many people will actually do it. Yeah. And I've seen some peeling over here, some like peeling. Yep. Okay, so once again, this is canvas. So yeah, they kind of sacrifice like all the advertising promos on the front of the box, just so that people can have the options to hang it on the wall. So that's a pretty huge and bold step, I would say. So yeah, and actually if you were to hang the game along with it, because the game here, right, you see they do have a hole here as well. So if you were to hang the game along with the box, then it's kind of heavy. I'm not sure how well this thing would hold up over time. But then if you were to hang it like this, then I think it's a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, like, you're collecting dust here and extracting all sorts of creatures into this box. So yeah, that's just like the basic analysis of this interesting box cover. So next we have the rulebook. So it's a very nice, very thin rulebook. So you can see here there's a front page and the overview, the setup. You have the turn actions. So the turn is really very simple. As you can see, you can either take an art card or complete a painting. So that's very simple. Yeah, and the way that you collect cards is pretty much, it's a bit like Architects of the West Kingdom, where you have to take the first one. But if you want to skip, then you have to pay the inspiration tokens. So to skip however many cards you want. So let's say you want the third card, then you have to place two. One inspiration here, one inspiration here, and then you can take the third card over here. So then thereafter, if anybody wants the first or second card, then if they want the first card, then they will take the inspiration token that was on the first card. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So, and yeah, that's the completing a painting. So yeah, actually essentially this whole game, other than admiring the pretty artwork, you're basically trying to form sets, or rather combos, with these symbols, depending on the scoring cards that you draw. So each scoring is actually unique, not really unique, but like it's randomized for each game. Yep, so that's the game end, and that's the variants that you can play with. There's also a solo one. Okay, and a little bit of a scenario here. Cool. Okay, so that's the rulebook. So I've opted for the deluxe version because to be honest, like these cardboard tokens, I'm actually quite afraid that you would, you know, degrade very fast over time, like having moles and stuff. Although I think they will also have like moles, but then I think they are more resilient towards it, maybe, I'm not sure. But okay, so this is the tokens. I'll go through them later. So this is the game board, which is cool. So it's actually cloth. Yeah, I think the reflections does have like a, oops, I just tear it. The reflection does have like the cardboard game board kind of thing. Yeah. So let's unwrap it. Alright, so it's a very simple, you could easily do without it, and maybe except for like the colors, but you could always, like, you know, put tokens on top of it to symbolize it. So yeah, so this is the scoring area, and this is the card that you draw from, and this is the area for you to put this this thing, which is pretty flimsy. Okay, I'll get on to this later, but let's focus on the game cloth. So I'm not sure you can tell, but it's a very canvasy kind of material. It's like really clothy cloth, but there's sort of a stitching over here to prevent, like, you know, splitting or anything, to improve the durability essentially. So what we have here is a bag, and yeah, so we can see like the close-up of the material. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't foresee this material like curling up too much, especially like you see, like it's pretty much flat already, other than the edges. But yeah, and I wouldn't recommend folding it because as you can see, there's, I'm not sure you can see it, but there's like sort of a lines here. So if you were to fold it, I guess it would like kind of worsen this situation. But yeah, that's the game game cloth. So rolling it back is a bit of a pain. Right. Technically there's a lot of space in the box, so you don't really have to like roll it really super tightly, but yeah. So let's get on to the tokens first. So let's see the wooden ones. So we are also given like cardboard tokens for all these, which is cool. Right, so these are your wooden tokens. Oops. So basically this is your inspiration token. So it's in its natural wood color, and the rest is like in the shape of a ribbon over here. So we can see the texture and everything. So yeah. So basically I think the different color is to represent like the different scorings that you have. Yeah, because for each card you actually, when you score, you actually take one. So then for each one that you have, then it's a different kind of points that you get. So this is to like keep track of that. So let's have a close look for one of them. Oops. Yep. So very nice. And yeah, they're your regular like wooden tokens. So I think the silver one like is the same for every game. Yeah, but I can't remember what it's for. Alright, so we have some extra baggies here. Probably it's for the card, I think. But yeah, so yeah, I think it's originally for the tokens, but then we are using this now, so maybe let's take everything out. Oh, that's interesting. So there's like, yeah, I kind of forgot about this, but then they have like a sorting area for you. So it's not really it's not inserts, but rather just areas for you to put your card. So basically your tokens go here, your game mat, canvas mat, your scoring cards, scoring and background cards, as well as your art cards. So these are the ones that are transparent. So let's take a look at this. So for those of you who are getting the retail version, this is probably what you're getting. And let's punch one, which punch out really nicely, and it's a pretty thick one, as you can see. Yeah, it's not it's thicker than regular tokens, so that's good. And it has some sort of a linen finish as well. So not sure you can see it here. Yeah, it's kind of silent, but yeah. So these are the tokens, which I'll probably not be using. So just leave it in the box, and let's get on to the cards here. So this is the one that you are drafting from. So basically this is the one that you are putting on the end of your canvas mat. So I will assume that you will get a thicker kind of box, but this is really flimsy, probably thinner than the card itself. But yeah, because you need this because your cards are like this. Yeah, so they're basically transparent, and even if it's the other way around, you can sort of see the printings still. So this is to kind of give you that bit of hidden kind of thing. So yeah. So these are the sleeves, which works with all of this. I don't think the sleeve fits in, yeah, not really. Okay, so let's get on with this first. So we have a easy pull tab. Oops, here. Okay. So yeah, okay. Alright, so these cards are super long, and I don't think I'll be sleeving this because all these we are not going to really touch it as much, and I think you're basically just going to draft this because technically they have no effects to the game, but then you're drafting it. You're basically just putting it in the sleeve, which I'll show you guys later. So you're putting it like this, then then you pretty much stay in this sleeve throughout the whole game. So let me zoom in for you guys. Okay, so basically, so these are the cards. So now you guys can see it clearly. So these are pretty much, so this is the back, and you can see it has this linen finish to the card as well, and the cardstock is I would say okay, pretty okay, fine. Yeah, but since you're not handling it that much, that often, then I guess it's still okay. So basically this is the different pretty much the background of your paintings. So I'm just going to go through them really quickly. So this kind of like randomizers or rather give your whole artwork a different kind of feel to it. There's a lot of shadow today. So this kind of like a waterfall kind of thing, which is cool. So it's when all the different painting portions that go onto it that it looks really nice. So let's put this aside. So these are the scoring ones. So you actually have quite a few, and it's not double-sided, but one side of it is the clarifications, which is always nice. So you don't have to clog up your rulebook. So yeah, again they are the same size, really wide. So this is for composition. So this is I suppose it's like if you have all different colors, then you get one of this ribbon. So I think you play these games over several rounds, or maybe like different scoring. So you kind of, when you complete a painting, you score once. So every time you complete, you score a painting. So I think it's up to 3 paintings, so you can get a maximum of 3 ribbons. And then if you have 3 ribbons for this composition, you get 9 points. So if it's 2, it's 3, then it's 1. If it's 1 ribbon, then it's 1 point. So this is for consistency, exactly 6 icons, exactly 1 color. So that's for all the different kind of scoring methods. So in each game you're only choosing 4, and it's in different combinations. So the replayability is I wouldn't say it's high, but then but each game will feel different, and you have to like kind of do different things. No, I should say that you do different things for every game, but I don't think this will make the game feels any different from the others games that you have played. Yeah. So this is for the awards. So this is for the canvas award for most color across all 3 paintings. Is for 6 or more colors across all 3 paintings. Okay. Suppose this is points. So this is for the most triangles, the most contrast. Not sure why is this. For the most silver, for the most inspiration, I suppose it's leftovers inspiration. And this is for the most ribbons on a single painting. So the ribbons actually go onto 1 painting. Yeah. So okay. So for the most red and green. Yeah. So this is this. Okay. So this is the award card variant. We have new icons. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like a mini expansion. Oh, we have like, we have this focusing, we have this little symbol here. So mini expansion cards are marked with a M symbol, so these are mini expansions, I guess. Oh, but it's only on a certain side. Oh, it's only on one side. So this side doesn't have any symbols, but this side has all the symbols at the bottom right corner over here. Okay. So next up we would have the, let's go through the sleeve actually. So yeah, of course I wouldn't be getting sleeve unless I'm intending to sleeve these, like these cards here. Very unlikely, I think. So let's take out one and see the quality. Okay, it's a pretty thick. Not sure if you can see, sorry, over here. But yeah, it's a pretty thick. And like this part of it is like thick. Like there's always this like sort of the connecting edges, I would say. So you can like actually tell like there's one line here that's very obvious, and it's a pretty thick sleeve compared to our usual ones for our cards. So, and of course it's bigger than the actual card itself. So we can see there's a lot of wiggle in it. So that's because you have to put other cards, multiple cards in here as well. So I'll take one for sample. So I'm not sure how many do we get here, but it looks like about 20 to 30, like more than 20 definitely, maybe 30 or 40 sleeves here. So I'll leave this here for sample later, and let's take a look at the painting cards, which is the star of the show here. I'm having trouble with this. Right. So okay, so right off the bat, the thing that I'm most worried about with this kind of cards is basically because it's plastic, so it's going to wear out over time, and as you play with it, so you'll get your finger oils on it, so then it will start to become sticky, and then it wouldn't like, you know, spread as nicely, so they'll tend to stick with each other, and maybe two something like this, like there's two here actually, so but they're sticking a little bit. In this case it's a bit of a static, so that's why they're sticking together, but as you play with it more, then I would suppose this will get sticky. Like, you know, if you sleeve cards, in the beginning it's very smooth, but as you play with them, then it kind of starts to get sticky and stickier and stickier. So yeah, that's the one that I worry the most for the plastic cards. Other than that, they are really nice and pretty well made. So this is like a portion of a wave here. So over here is all empty. Then we have these different symbols here. So I think this is the one that you gain your silver ribbons. So, and every piece here will have a portion of the artwork's name. So if you have something like this will be like extreme purpose. Yeah. So, and also the symbols here also would show up, but there are cases I think like for example you have this. I'm not sure if you can do that, but I think there are cases that, see, there's like 4 symbols here, but you could actually cover it up, cover the 2 symbols behind. Yeah, I suppose there will be such cases, but yeah, something like this. So let's say if you have to put this, I suppose this is allowed, like you can cover up the purple one and you can like do something like this. So this is what you get in the end. So instead of this symbol and this symbol, you are getting just one symbol here. So yeah, so I'm going to quickly go through the cards and I'll pick up some of the nice one to put here. So this is, so I wouldn't, maybe you should find a white background. Yeah, should find something like this so that you can see it properly. So this is childhood. So that's really nice. So there's like a Valerian. It's a moment. It's wandering. So it's nice like how each of the like name here that actually matches up with the other word on the side. So it kind of gives this whole artwork like a kind of vibe to it. So let's keep this one. So yeah, there are like some portions, like they do focus on like a top portion, the right portion, or the left portion of the card for the artwork. So there's something like a hot air balloon. Yeah, so all these are the ones at the top. So yeah. So that's floating candles, illuminated, escape. This is deep. Yep. So like all these are the ones at the right side. So it's like across everything. This is pride. It's a rain. It's very nice actually. So whimsical, surrender, imminent, adventure, so fading, some petals. So this is anxiety, so liberated. So that's dice here. So just a hand. Freedom. Okay, this is darkness. Harmonious. Trap. So precious. So revolution. Peaceful. There's a game. This is heightened. So yeah, all the artworks are really very interesting, and like the ways you can combine it. I mean, other than the game portion of it, like rather the artwork portion of it is actually pretty interesting. So like for example, I have a few over here. So I've decided not to go with this. So for example, I have these four. So other than mixing it all together randomly, as you can see, which would give me this 5 symbols. So okay, so one thing to note is that this part of it is actually because it's not entirely transparent, so as you stack layers and layers over it, you'll start to get the artworks at the back will start to get more and more covered up, grayish. Yeah, so that's one thing to take note. So it wouldn't really look exactly you know, spotless, meaning like it's not that you can't see it at all, but then like the ones at the back are like not as clear as the ones at the front. So this is the one, if let's say I want this four together, and I'll put it like this, so then this will make the artwork. So this is my divine escape, which is actually pretty nice. I mean, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I would say it's a very nice painting. So I think this game focuses on this and manages this really well, in the sense that you are really creating your own painting, and then but in the same time you're like looking out for these icons, so in order to like gain the most points. So that's a very interesting portion of the game. So yeah, yeah, I feel like this game is really very Instagrammable, because every game you play is, you're pretty much going to get like a different artwork, and then they somehow all fits together really nicely. So yeah, so this is Canvas. Yeah, so let me get this out. Again, I'm not too sure how well or how will this sleeve hold up over time, but we'll see. And yeah, so all this, so yeah, I think it's going to be like the pain to like shuffle this as well. But either way, all this, you're supposed to like put it inside here. So then this will be like your secret. So you just pull the top one off and then put it like somewhere here. So that's how this box works. So yeah. So yes, I guess that's it for this unboxing. So I've gone through everything pretty much. So yeah, if you guys are interested to find out the expansion for this game, which is Canvas Reflection, do subscribe down below, and do look out for my new videos coming up after this. So yeah, that should be coming up pretty soon. Yeah. Once again, so this is Canvas. So if you guys like what I've done here, do consider subscribing and give this video a like, and comment down below whether you've enjoyed this game as well. So once again, this is Canvas, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.